not impressed at all this morning. I was not in a great mood yesterday. I had a bit of a moment, as we all do, where I was just feeling a bit down and a bit stressed and completely exhausted. And yeah, you know, Ian's words to me last night were, tomorrow's a new day. And then at 7 o'clock in the morning, the buzzer goes for our flat, and it was a delivery person, and that would have been bad enough if the delivery was for us. It would have been bad enough if the delivery was just for someone else. But what makes it 1,000 times worse is the people in the flat across the way who we've never ever met told the delivery person to ring our doorbell. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously Ian got up for it to go to the door because I wouldn't have been able to. But it still woke me up. Of course, Ian's gone back to sleep, and of course I haven't. And it's just meant that I haven't got the sleep that I needed when I was already exhausted, and I've started the week on the wrong foot, which is not what I wanted to do this week. Who has a delivery at 7 in the morning anyway? Like, I normally get up at 9. That's when I get up. So yeah, I'm not in a particularly good mood, which I know isn't like me and isn't a good way to start the week, but sometimes that's the way life is. Ugh, hopefully I'll be a bit more awake and feeling a bit more better a little bit later. Hey guys, it ended up being a rather productive Monday, but I don't really know if that's been in a good way or not. Obviously because I was awake early, I just decided to start work early, so I ended up getting 3 hours of my usual job work done, and then I edited last week's vlog and uploaded that, and had a shower and started to film something, hence the makeup and stuff. And then by the time I'd done all that, I was pretty darn shattered, unsurprisingly. I'm struggling at the moment. I have to admit that. There's a hell of a lot on my plate, a lot going on behind the scenes that is all really exciting, but it's a lot for my brain to cope with, especially because I keep having to like wait for a lot of stuff, so the stress is going on without being able to put it into action, which sometimes I think is harder. You know, because when you can put something into action, you can ask for the help, whereas when you literally have no idea, you just don't know how anything is going to get done. I'm just also scared. Like, I know this week is going to be busy, and I know the coming weeks are going to be busy as things kind of head out of lockdown that little bit more. I'm going back to princessing this weekend, which I'm so excited for, but also just a little bit scared because it's something I haven't done even at home in a fair few months, and I haven't done properly since December. I mean, you know, properly in a socially distanced sense. So, you know, it's, you know, I could say it in the same way about singing. Like, I'm worried about singing at the weekend because I just haven't sung in that long. But it's the same for my voice, you know, the same for my body. Where my voice has got deconditioned in that time, where it hasn't been practicing, my body will be the same. My body, however, will have a much bigger reaction than my voice will if I get it wrong. And I know that I have to go back and I have to get it wrong so that I can start building up a tolerance to do that kind of work again. But it's so frustrating because over the last year, I've deconditioned so much from not princessing, from not being at the gym and doing the exercises that usually help me. And also from not having the medical support that I usually have available to me. And conditioning takes years and years to build, but it can go away in a matter of weeks. And, you know, I had a bit of a moment last night. I had a bit of a cry to Ian and explained the fact that I'm just exhausted and I'm not even doing the stuff that's normal yet. And I haven't really bounced back since having my jab properly. And he's like, well, has it ever been this bad? And I say, of course it's been this bad before. It's been a lot worse before, but not as much has been expected of me. And I think that's the problem at the moment, being this kind of in-betweener of chronic illness where I'm not, you know, in hospital a lot or, you know, stuck in bed like I have been in the past, but I'm not, you know, able to fully function like other human adults my age. And the problem is with being an in-betweener that you're expected to do what all the other normal people are doing, and you can't, and you expect it of yourself. And I did a post on this on Instagram, and I think the tricky thing for me is, what do I give up? Because you can't give up the work that pays the bills, but I also don't want to give up the things I love that give me some semblance of sanity. I don't know. This is probably a bit of a rant and a rave, but I'm sure some of you can relate to this, and I hope that I'm not alone in that. I just hope the next few months, well, I say I hope they'll be easier. They're probably not going to be easier. They're probably going to be harder. But I hope once that period is over, that transition is over and things can transition, things will be normal, if not better, because some of the things like working from home a little bit more, hopefully, will stick around. There we go. I don't know really what I was trying to say there, but I kind of have been on my phone, laptop, etc. all day and busy all day, and I really just want to do something for me tonight, but I'm kind of struggling to switch off at the moment. I feel like I have to be doing something all the time. You know, the new season of Criminal Minds is on Disney Plus, and I'm super excited for it, but I've kind of been watching it and had it on in the background, which is not what I want to be doing. I want to be focused on it, but I'm struggling to do the focusing thing, and I don't know what I can do for me that will really help me in this situation. I'd love it if you guys could tell me some of the things that you usually do, so that at least next time I have this kind of situation again, I don't have the same problem. Anyway, I'll stop talking because I've been talking for too long, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Morning guys, happy Thursday. I know I've ghosted you for 2 days, but I feel like I've ghosted everyone for 2 days. I was feeling pretty rough, mentally and physically at the start of the week, and I just needed to take some time off and do some things for me. I had a busy day at work on Tuesday, and then yesterday I just had a me day, and I've not had a day that's just been about me and what I want to do for a long time, when I haven't been too unwell to actually enjoy spending time doing not very much or doing what I want. I may have done a bit of retail therapy, but that's fine. I set myself a limit, it was all good. But anyway, back at work today. I'm actually going into the office a bit later, mainly because I'm recording another virtual walks video, which is good, but I've got to do some other bits and bobs while I'm there, so that'll be a little bit odd. There was something else I feel like I was going to say. Do I remember what it was? No, maybe I'll tell you about it later. I will see them. Hey guys, happy Sunday. Sorry that I've barely spoken to you this week. It's just been a bit of an emotionally draining one for me. I've kind of realised on one hand that I have to slow down on some things and really stick within my limits, because obviously I've just been having flare after flare recently and I'm doing too much and I need to cut down, but I don't want to cut down, and that conflict is stressful and upsetting. But also I've had two pretty big things that have been in the pipeline since February, and they both should have come to fruition this week, and I'm still waiting. And the waiting has just majorly set off my anxiety of the fact that it's come this far and now it's gonna all be taken away. And I know that's hopefully probably not true, but that's what my anxiety is telling me right now. And it's stressful, and I just want them to happen so badly. And I want to share them with you guys so badly. And I think them actually coming to fruition will take a lot of my stress away, because I then have practical steps and practical things to do. Whereas it's just a waiting game, and I think that's sometimes the most frustrating, especially when you know you're going to have all this stuff to do, but it's not time yet, or you can't do anything as yet. You can't do anything but wait. But yes, I've had some moments this week and been looked after very well by Ian, but it's just been a bit of a draining one. Hopefully today we're going to make up for that, and we are going to the beach with my family. It's not like super nice weather, but it's nice enough to sit out on the beach for a little while, fingers crossed. I'm gonna actually put some makeup on and do my hair and feel slightly more human, because I haven't done that in ages, and just feel a bit more like me, hopefully. Also, I wanted to just say a huge thank you to everyone who voted on the Rare Disease UK People's Choice Awards last week. Next week we will find out who the winner is. I'm, you know, not under any illusion that it will be me, but I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who supported me throughout that. Yeah, I really hope that there is some exciting news for you next week, but we'll see. I will see you at the beach. We've almost got the whole beach to ourselves, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's a little bit chilly, but it's not too cold. I'm just here in a tiny little place with no back, and I'm feeling pretty alright. Ian's skimming some rocks behind me, and Mum and Bruce have just gone for a little walk, but my nana's in our beach hut. So yeah, lovely day to just sit and enjoy the sea and get away from it all and take some pictures. Lots of different outfits hopefully coming to my Instagram soon, so make sure you check those out. We had a really lovely day at the beach. It was so nice and so quiet, and just nice to get some sea air and take some pictures and play about in the sea, and just a little paddle. It was quite cold still, and we played a bit of French bowls. My shoulder couldn't hack it for too long, but it was still fun to watch Mum and Bruce and Ian play. So a nice end to what has been a very stressful week. Keep your fingers crossed that next week will mean some easing of some stress and some answers to some things that need answers. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Sending loads and loads of spoons and love your way, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you'd hit subscribe, and do head over to my Instagram because there's lots going on over there. And I'd also love your suggestions for spoony hacks you'd like to see from me over on Instagram, but I am hoping after Awareness Month is over that I can convert those into some YouTube videos as well, with more in-depth chat, I guess. Spoons and love. I'll see you next week.